This is Scoutbound. The problem that we are solving here is that sales, research and lead sourcing are still incredibly manual. So you have to find companies, inspect websites, collect contact details and then push or upload everything into a CRM. So Scoutbound automates that with a TinyFish-powered web agent that actually works on the live web. Let's check together how this works. So again, what you're seeing here is not a chatbot and not a thin API wrapper. It's an operating console for an autonomous web work. And what we are seeing here is that the user can define the ICP and can edit the task prompt. Now we have predefined how we will prompt TinyFish web agent. And when the user changes parameters like the target market, the geography or the location, the company size, how many prospects they are looking for, and any ICP keywords and the decision maker role, then this prompt will update itself. Let me just quickly show it to you with changing the max prospects number. And as you can see, now the max prospects have been changed into 10. So it's predefined prompts for the TinyFish web agents that will do the actual research. And later on, we will be able to also change some settings regarding the output quality and execution mode of these TinyFish web agents running in the background. So let me just start a new run here with these values, and it says it can only be for one run lower than 8, so let's just change it back to 5. And let's launch the workflow. The workflow begins from directory discovery, and it tries to find candidates, inspects company websites, and extracts contact signals. We are tracing here how the agents are working in the background, and it basically will qualify the leads as well, and we'll prepare them for the CRM handoff. And while the new run is still running, let me just quickly show it to you how the execution history will look like after this run have been run, because we have a workflow history where I was already running some agents before. So as you can see here, we have run this for 5 prospects, and the TinyFish web agents have qualified one among them that seems to be promising enough. So it has a score. It comes up with a score. The roast prospect or lead have gotten a 71 score, and we can check how many contacts we are seeing for one prospects. We can see which company are we talking about, what is the confidence for this score and for the quality of the lead, and any contacts that we have found from public company websites. So this is all legal. And this is how the ranking store works. It's basically weighted of these 4 components. And this is what or how we are getting to this 71 at the end, 71 total score at the end for roast. And we can check any run in this workflow history panel. We can browse through the evidence here, as I have just shown to you, for roast or any other prospects that we have or the TinyFish web agents have come up with, and we can export them to JSON or CSV. But the most interesting thing among telemetry data, so how much time did it needed to be completed, what was the success rate, etc., and how many contacts have we actually found, is that we can also push the data or these leads into any Zoho, into any CRM systems. Now Zoho is integrated, and we can test the connections that I just predefined for us. And here we are seeing that only one lead have been qualified, but if we think otherwise, we can change that manually to be able to push more into the CRM system. Let's just quickly manually set these 3 ones to qualified, and then we are seeing here that it changed to 3, and we can try to review the context before we are pushing anything to Zoho. And it will suggest for us which contacts from which companies or prospects are recommended for us to be imported to Zoho, and we can manually browse through them and change and even manually add all of the contacts to the system, and we can check any information or LinkedIn URLs that we have found for them. Let's just go with this 3 and let's push this into Zoho and check Zoho whether it was successful or not. And what we will see is that it has successfully completed this session with the CRM handoff. So we can see that we will be able to, or any company will be able to work with these in the future from their own CRM system. So the takeaway is that this is a real agentic workflow. It starts from ICPs that the user can set up for themselves. It navigates the live web, gathers evidence, qualifies the prospects, and then produces a CRM-ready handoff. It's not a prototype, it's an already working MVP. It needs some polishing, of course, but it's a living and growing product that automates a genuinely expensive manual process.